Hello everyone, my name is Abiotic, and in this video we will be talking about abiotic synthesis of organic compounds. Okay, and these are the main subjects for this video, and so without any further ado, let's get started with our video. Okay, so in the year 1953, Stanley Miller, a graduate student of Harold Urey at the University of Chicago, helped bring the abiotic synthesis of organic compounds into context of evolution. Okay, but how did it happen? Okay, and as you can see in this picture, the left person is Stanley Miller, and the person in the right is Harold Urey, as you can see in this picture. Okay, so the topic of their inquiry was that can organic molecules form under conditions estimated to simulate those of the early Earth? And another question that they were wanting to answer to was that how did even life begin to exist on Earth? Okay, so again, in the year 1953, Stanley Miller set up a closed system, as shown in this picture, to mimic conditions thought to have existed on the early Earth. Okay, he had used a flask of water, which simulated the primeval sea, water of the sea. Okay, and then the water was heated so that some of the water vaporized and moved to another flask, which contained the atmosphere or the mixture of gases, and it also had a spark that mimicked the lightning and its role in atmospheric synthesis. And so the result was that Miller identified a variety of organic molecules that are very common in organisms. Okay, some examples of these molecules are formaldehyde, okay, or CH2O, and you can also see it written on the page, and hydrogen cyanide, HCN, and more complex molecules like amino acids and hydrocarbons. Okay, and you can see some of the amino acids in the text. Okay, so in conclusion, organic molecules, or the first steps in the origin of life, may have been synthesized abiotically. Okay, but new evidence shows that the atmosphere, or the combination of gases in the atmosphere flask that Miller had used was different from the atmosphere in the early Earth. Okay, but the fun fact is that after making the Miller experiment more accurate, and nowadays these organic molecules were still being formed in the flasks. Okay, but some of you might say that these molecules were for simple organisms like bacteria, not for complex organisms like humans and such. Okay, but you should have in mind that the overall percentage of the major elements of life, like for example carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, and phosphate, are quite uniform from one organism to another. And thus this shows that all the organisms have the same ancestor, that they have a common origin, a common evolutionary origin. And so that original organism used these simple molecules and started to evolve to very evolved animals like humans and other animals. Okay, and so that was all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching this video. And so, as always, until the next video, happy learnings to you all.